All right, problem 12 from the chapter 3 closure. For each equation below, solve for y. So letter A, we have 6x minus 2y equals 4. We want to solve that for y, so we're going to try to get this y by itself. Remember, the first thing we want to do is get rid of what's not attached to it, so I'm going to subtract 6x from each side. That's not your only option to do, but I think this is probably the most common. So we now have a negative 2y is going to equal a negative 6 plus 4, or you could say 4 minus 6x, okay, as long as the negative stays with the 6. Then to get y by itself, I'm going to divide each side by negative 2. But rather than dividing this whole side by negative 2, I'm going to divide each part by negative 2. There's two terms, and they each need divided by negative 2. I think that's going to make it easier for some of us to see that negative 6 divided by negative 2 should give us positive 3x. And then plus 4 divided by negative 2 is going to change this to a minus 2. So the equation has now been solved for y. We have y is equal to 3x minus 2. Looking at letter B. 6x plus 3y is equal to 4x minus 2y plus 8. If our directions are still to solve for y, okay, we're going to find a way to do that. So the first thing here, I'm going to start with my y's. I'm going to say here, if I want to get all my y's together, I'm going to add a 2y to this side and add a 2y to this side. I now have 6x plus 5y is going to equal 4x plus 8. Now I'm going to get rid of this extra 6x so that I'm getting closer to having my y by itself. So this zeroes out. I have 5y is going to equal negative 2x plus 8. And I'll do the same thing I just did before where I divided each term by 5. Now what has that done for me? Now I've got y is equal to negative 2/5 x plus 8/5. There is our equation set equal to y. Now, letter C says find the slopes and the y-intercepts for the equations in part A and B. So for part A, our slope, right, has got to be our m value, so that's going to be 3. And our y-intercept should be our b value, which is negative 2. For letter B, right, our slope has got to be the one, again, in front of x, so that's equal to negative 2/5. Remember, there is no x on your slope. It's just the coefficient. And then our y-intercept is going to be 8/5. And I believe that's all she wrote. If you have additional questions or need help with anything, please make sure you're advocating for yourself and asking. Thanks for watching.